final day of this month. It's Jan 31st, day 6 of Emirates D10 2026. The action will continue under the lights here at this iconic Sharjah cricket stadium. It's the local pride, the home side, Sharjah. They'll be taking on Emirates Reds. And without wasting much time, let's head down to the sidelines where we have got our own Rizwanur Rahman with both the captains for all important toss alongside the match referee.
Well, it's toss time as we gear up for another exciting contest. It will be Sharjah taking on Emirates Reds. It will be Ritya Arvind who will be leading team Sharjah, Atiq Rahman leading team Emirates Reds. To oversee the proceedings, it will be our match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. Ritya, you've got the coin. Give it a flip, please. Heads is the call. Heads it is. Atiq, you won the toss. What have you decided?
We'll bat first.
Any specific reason to batting first today?
No, nothing. Just we'll go and we play freely. So let's see.
Tell us about the strategy today. You know, it's been a tough outing for you throughout the tournament.
Actually, the plan is pretty simple. But the good thing is that we have a bunch of new lads, and we are going with the new lads. They are getting chance. So I think that's more than enough so far.
Team news?
Same team.
Thank you. Give us a good game.
Cheers. Thank you.
Bowling first, Ritya?
Yes, I mean, we were looking to bat first if we won the toss, but no worries, we have to bowl now.
Well, tell us about Team Sharjah in total. Today you're up against a team like Emirates Reds. Are you going to test your bench strength today?
I think we're going to give chance to youngsters, of course. I think we have a good balance of youngsters and senior players, but of course, they'll probably get more chances into bat or bowl.
Talk us about your personal form.
I think I've been hitting it good. I think for the first game, that's what I've been saying. I was a bit unlucky in the start. Hopefully, towards the end of the tournament business, and that's when I really want to show what I can do. So hopefully, we win the tournament and I contribute to that.
Good luck, Ritya. Give us a good game.
Thank you so much.
Well, the news from the centre, it's Emirates Reds who won the toss and they've opted to bat first.
That wing says it all. It's Atiq Singh Chauhan, Punya Bhatia, the captain himself, Atiqur Rahman in the middle order, Harsh Desai, Nabil Arshad, Syed Museb, the wicket keepers, Sudesur Rahman, Faisal Patel, the off-break bowler, Wasiuddin Zafar the fast bowler, and spinner Gatin Wadhwa makes the playing 11 for Reds. And let's have a look at the lineup for Sharjah. It's Ritya Arvind, Muhammad Nafis Jafar, Boom Khalid Shah, Little Jumbo, Rais Ahmed, Muhammad Halan, the experienced batter, Ataur Rahman Mangal, Keshav Sharma, Irfan Yusuf Zai, Ayan Khan Afzal, Wasim Akram, and Ibrahim Masood. So quite an interesting lineup. Just a couple of fast bowlers for Khalid Shah and for Sharjah. What a unit. Quite a few experienced players they have in their ranks. Sharjah, Khalid Shah, Ritya, Ayan Afzal Khan, and they are up against a struggling Emirates Red to taste the first victory in this ongoing Emirates D10. It's Aditya Singh Chauhan and the left hand stylish Saad Rafai out there in the middle with the bat for Reds. So it will be black and red versus red. Quite a few big names missing in this tournament due to their commitment with the national side. Mohammad Wasim will be in charge of UAE national side in the upcoming T20 World Cup. They missed 2024 T20 World Cup. They lost that qualifier in Nepal, but this time they qualified by winning their games in Oman. And all eyes will be on Mohammad Wasim, Ali Shan Sharafu, Aryan Sharma, the top of the order, and Junaid Siddiqui. He will play an important role with the ball. A huge moment for these boys, and it will be great experience for someone like Mohammad Wasim, Junaid Siddiqui. It will be their first visit to India, and I'm sure they'll enjoy their stay in India. The focus is back here in Sharjah, where Aditya Singh Chauhan taking his guard. fearless batter, number 28. He's up against Wasim Akram. Backward deep point. Deep square leg, two fielders outside 30-yard circle for Aditya Singh Chauhan. Four fielders towards the leg side and five towards this offside. Beautifully bowled, hitting the box. Kamran, the on-field umpire. Alongside him is Kashif. With that angle, ball just moved a bit late into Aditya Singh Chauhan. He hurried onto that shot and missed that line completely. Kind of a tough journey for the players. Ayan Afzal Khan, he has seen the stardom early in his career, now trying to make a comeback into the initial side, but this wonder boy still favorite when we talk about domestic circuit. Look at that flick of the wrist, beautifully managed, off the mark in style. Chauhan gets a maximum. Some serious power generated, waited and dispatched. Pace offered and well managed by Aditya Singh Chauhan. What a talent he is. Always make sure to provide a good start. But he also needs to make sure to convert those good starts into a big score. He's a kind of a batter. If he bats for 5 or 6 overs, he can make a huge impact on the game. The way he gets those runs. So 6 runs for Chauhan and 6 runs for Reds. Another swing, and this time straight over the bowler. Couple of bounces, so 4 runs. An attacking approach adapted by Aditya Singh Chauhan. And his partner Saad Rafai, he's enjoying the shot from the blade of Aditya Singh Chauhan. A bottom hand wristy player, Aditya Singh Chauhan. He's got those strong forearms and strong wrist. But he forced Wasim Akram to make few changes in the field. The last minute change in plan. The field will remain the same. Runs in Wasim Akram. So 11 on board. 4 balls done in the first over of this game. Last couple of deliveries in this over. For the first time, Saad Rafai on strike. Saad pulls straight into the hands of the fielder. Mangal makes no mistake. First ball departure for Saad Rafai. Golden duck. Well bowled by Wasim Akram. Coming into Saad, he forced him to play that shot. And there was a fielder station. And Ata Mangal makes no mistake. So first wicket goes down for Reds, 11 on board. Punya Bhatia arrives early. The departure of Sadrafai was an edge, extra bounce. What a comeback! A champion bowler. First over done and dusted. 11 for the loss of 1 Reds.
Pretty decent start for both the sides. 11 runs for Reds, and Sharjah has picked up a wicket. It'll all come down to Aditya. With the kind of form that he is in, he's got a good start as well. They would want to get somewhere north of 105, maybe 110 as well. Making room inside out. Not able to get the elevation, not even able to get the gap, and that's where back-to-back dot balls. Ayan is a tricky customer. Ample amount of exposure. Sweeps well. Passed fine. It's going to trickle away for the boundary. A much needed one for the Reds, because with those back-to-back dot balls, pressure was pounding on Aditya. Something that was really good about the shot was that he used the pace of Ayan. Never looked to hit it hard as well, and that's where this is very good batting from Aditya. Fired in, just past the fielder and mid-on. Back-to-back boundaries for Aditya. 19 of 8 for him. And all those 19 runs that the team has got have all come from the blade of Aditya. This is very effective, very good batting from Aditya at the moment. In search of a wicket is Ayan. And he certainly is looking for that wicket of Aditya. Shorter in length, pierces the offside. Dealing in boundaries is Aditya. A rare occasion where the batter's score is equal to the total runs on the board. Third boundary from this over of Ayan Khan. Incredible striking from Aditya. Started with a couple of dot balls and then 3 boundaries on the trot. All of a sudden, pressure on Ayan to finish this over off without any further damage. Can he slow the pace down? Not really. Fires it in. Quick single. Needs a directed. Directed could be very interesting. A single of the final delivery. 13 runs from that over of Ayan. 23 for the loss of 1. Once again, Aditya is going to be holding on to the strike. 24 for the loss of 1 at the end of 2. In comes Ibrahim from the far end. Spin to win is the mantra of Sharjah. They have a decent spin attack. Very full, and that's where Aditya is happy to rotate strike and give strike to Punya, who's been patiently watching the proceedings. He just faced a delivery, couldn't get a run in that, and ever since that, he's been seeing all the proceedings from the non-striker's end, but now it is Punya who's on strike. Reds versus Sharjah. Lovely drive. Wide of the fielder at sweeper, and that's where they'll get a couple of runs. The reverse sweep can be very effective. Extremely interesting because just 3 fielders inside the circle. Am I making a mistake, or is there something that I'm missing out on? Just 3 fielders inside the circle. Oh, certainly, just 3 fielders inside the circle for Sharjah. Full and drill down the ground for a single. Are they fielding with 10 fielders? Because 5 fielders in the deep, 3 fielders inside the circle. Oh, certainly, they're fielding with 10 fielders. Slog sweep. Wide of the fielder at deep mid wicket. A little bit of a mix-up, and this is going to be a run out. Might be fielding handicap. But Ritya Arvind was never going to be missing out on that. Just when they were looking so good in the middle. Never run off a misfield. That's exactly what said. Yes, yes, no, no. And what that has resulted in is that they've lost their second wicket. Punya was just looking to stitch a good partnership with Aditya. Will walk back. 5 or 4 for him. Fielding handicap is Sharjah. Lovely drive straight to the sweeper cover just for a single. 8 runs from that over of Ibrahim. 3 overs done, 32 for the loss of 2. The Reds. Ayan Khan is going to be continuing. 13 runs of his previous over. It was Aditya who went after him. 3 consecutive boundaries. Although on this occasion it is going to be Harsh who is going to be taking strike against Ayan. Flighted, slower, an ample amount of turn for Ayan Khan, creating immense amount of doubt in the mind of the batter. And that is what you want to see. Can Harsh be courageous enough to play the cross-batted shots? Cut well, wide of the fielder at sweeper. And that's where they'll be able to gather a couple of runs. The run rate just around 10. Once again flighted. And Harsh is more than happy to pick up a single and get the very dangerous Aditya back on strike. Flighted, hit straight down the ground, long on, long off, all a spectator. Aditya, the quality of Aditya. Slow through the air, flighted, not able to get to the pitch of the ball, but still went through with the shot. Trouble times for Sharjah as Aditya. Reverse sweep. It was the arm ball. Good intentful batting by Aditya. Majority of the runs have come from his bat. Harsh will flick it to deep mid wicket and hold strike for the next over. 4 overs done, 41 for the loss of 2. Ibrahim, the leg spinner, is going to be continuing. Cut late. And Ayan will do well to keep it down to a couple of runs. Good intentful cricket from the Reds.
Absolutely, Pranav, that is what is required. They've been down under ever since the start of the tournament. They made some changes, tweaking to their batting lineup. Unfortunately, it has not resulted in their favour. Spread out field for Harsh Desai, the ambidextrous bowler. Aditya Singh Chauhan looking like $1 million horse tonight. 30 or 14 for him, wavered down the leg side. Ibrahim Masood gave away 8 runs in the first over. Is another brilliant prospect for team Sharjah. 4 names to watch out for when it comes to Sharjah, Pranav. Rithya Arvind, we all know how destructive he is. Khalid Shah, Ibrahim Masood, Mohammad Halan with the bat, the Sri Lankan. He's been terrific. Clean ball striking, especially for the T20 and T10 format, has been quite impressive.
At the moment, it is the Reds that are looking to post somewhere in excess of 100. Because anything south of 100 will not pose a serious challenge, serious threat to the quality of Sharjah.
Well, absolutely spot on there. I mean, they need at least 120. That 20 extra runs will be required. Polite inquiry definitely drifting down the leg side. As you rightly mentioned, they have a power-packed batting. Rithya, Khalid Shah. They have the likes of Ayan Afzal Khan who can bat as well. Mohammad Halan. Nafis is yet to come to the party. He's been off colour throughout the tournament. We can certainly understand coming from the age group cricket, you're up against some quality cricketers. This is huge. This is massive. This is into the stands from Aditya Singh Chauhan. He's on a roll.
Very effective striking. Certainly read the googly and looked to play with the turn. Tonged it a serious distance as well. 36 of the 52 that are on board from the bat of Aditya.
And that goes without saying the kind of quality he possesses, Aditya Singh Chauhan. He can be a value add to any team that he's associated with. Another big one that was a drag down from Ibrahim Masood, and will find the maximum. 2 maximums on the trot from the blade of Aditya Singh Chauhan. He races on to 42 of just 17 deliveries as we come to the end of 5 overs, 58 for 2. Keshav Sharma into the attack. He's had a mixed bag of tournaments so far. And this one in the slot for Harsh Desai, and he's cashed on the opportunity provided. Well, we've seen Keshav Sharma picking up a 5-4, but at the same time, in a couple of matches, he's been quite expensive.
It's so important to keep the balance. On one side, you want to be a wicket-taking bowler, but in the process, you cannot be expensive, especially in this format where the batters are looking to cut loose. Wicket has no value in this particular format. They're happy to put their wicket at stake in the process of getting quick runs.
So you're saying if a bowler is able to give away, let us say, 12 runs, no wickets, is he considered as an economical bowler, or a bowler who's given away 30 runs but is taken 5 wickets? What do you reckon is the right one?
The third category, 7 runs, no wickets. I think that does the trick. You need a reliable bowler, a bowler who is looking to defend. And in the process, because of the pressure, the wickets will fall.
I fully echo with you. It's all about containing those runs in the shortest format, because 10 wickets in hand, you will have batters coming and swinging at you from ball 1. So it's all about containing those runs. I think he's done well after scoring that boundary, picking up a boundary, and then another boundary here from Harsh Desai. Just when we thought he's bounced back nicely, Keshav Sharma provides another one in the slot for Harsh Desai, and Harsh Desai accepts it with both hands.
Not really able to understand on this occasion because the long off was seriously wide. Despite the dive, I think could have just put in a little better effort there. Not taking it away from the fielder, but at this level you want to be at your A game. Anything that is close to mediocre is unacceptable.
Oh, absolutely. You have to be a match winner for the team. Mediocre, yes, you have 11 players in your field. You've got to be that match winner. You need to have that X factor. That's where you get noticed. That's where you come into the radar of the selectors. And that's where you get opportunities. And we've seen players getting opportunities. They've graduated from the D series and they went on to represent the national side. The likes of Mohammad Irfan, you talk about Sohaib Khan, a lot of, please, Ayan Afzal Khan, as you rightly mentioned. Thank you for adding that to the list. Ritya Arvind has been quite impressive as well. So it's all about being the game changer in the shortest format.
The most important thing that you need to be doing in this format is being disciplined. Bowling according to a plan. You can get hit, but if you're bowling to a plan and in the process you get hit, it's okay. Catching opportunity, not really. Striking and striking clean as Harsh. Expensive over from Keshav comes to an end. 6 overs done, 74 for the loss of 2. Reds are on a roll here. Desperate times, desperate measures. Run rate in excess of 12. And that is where Irfan has come into the attack. Full. Struck well. And even better than that, a brilliant catch from Khalid. Pulled it out of thin air. Not really sure what Khalid did here. But whatever he did, it's going to be a miracle.
Straight away into action, Irfan Yusufzai. That was a brilliant catch from Khalid. The timely jump gets him the wicket of Aditya Singh Chauhan, who was in destructive mode, as Irfan Yusufzai straight away picks up a wicket. Aditya departs after scoring 43 of 19 as Emirates Reds lose another wicket. 74 for 2 after 6.1.
Wicket of the very first delivery. Courtesy a brilliant catch by Khalid at mid-off. Looking for the second, never on option.
It's just appreciating the fact the way Aditya Singh Chauhan and Harsh Desai have played here. Youngsters playing fearless cricket have been quite impressive throughout. I reckon with respect to Aditya Singh Chauhan, he'll probably look to get much more fitter than he'll be a complete cricketer. I can guarantee you that for sure. He's been quite impressive and his fielding has been amazing. We've seen him taking some terrific catches in the deep. Full toss, low, full toss, and in the gap. Keshav Sharma does well and they restrict them for a couple of runs.
The run rate just around the 12-run mark, and that's where I think the Reds are pretty much in control of the game at the moment. Can they finish the game off well? They would want to get somewhere close to 120, 125, maybe 130 as well.
120 definitely is a bare minimum given the kind of batting depth they possess. Irfan Yusufzai, beautiful, consistently bowling the right channels. But just to keep you updated, Pranav, this gentleman, Irfan Yusufzai, is considered as a very good sidearm specialist in UAE. He's also been part of the Afghanistan cricket team, training alongside the batters of Afghanistan. So he knows his areas. What is good about him is consistently bowling in the right areas.
In the modern day, every team needs a sidearm specialist. They're seriously valuable, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. And I think that will help them. We've seen when you're as a batter, when you're up against some quality seamers, you more often than not you tend to time it. But modern day cricket demands a different dynamics altogether. You've got to have that power hitting capability up against fast bowlers.
And not just that, when you're using the sidearm, you get an extended height, the release point, and that's where, once again, struck straight down the ground just for a single. That extended arm makes the game of cricket a little more realistic against top sides because you get tall bowlers. We'll talk more about it. 7 overs done, 81 for the loss of 3. Khalid comes into the attack. Very tricky bowler. Very different kind of a bowler. One of those kind of bowlers who thinks as a batter.
Well, he knows as a batter what are the areas that you've got to target, and he produces some magnificent deliveries, slower through the air, sometimes offer those juicy lower full toss on offer. But what is good about him is he doesn't go for runs. It's not easy to muscle him. Chase for Wasim Akram. It does well to stop that, and couple of runs. In fact, 3 runs added to the tally.
In Oman, there is a player called Amanullah Rafiqi. Khalid is from the same ranks of Amanullah Rafiqi. Very, very ordinary on first sight with the ball in hand, but very effective. Finds ways to pick up wicket. I am still not over with that wicket he picked up of a half tracker. The ball was about to bounce twice.
Well, I think it's to do with the execution of the delivery. You're absolutely right. When you're slower through the air, hitting the deck in the middle of the pitch, and the ball not carrying towards the batter and keeping it low, it's not always easy for the batter to hit you out of the park.
Another couple of runs in the deep on the offside. And something that is very, very special about Khalid is that how many bowlers in this particular format, it's going to be one shot, so just a single. How many bowlers in this format would be happy and content to bowl slower through the air? Not a big turner of the ball, but still very courageous. Look at the amount of flight that he's executing. Although on this occasion, Atik will get underneath it and sweep it for a boundary. Runs flowing. A sweep all along the ground. Ten runs of the 5 deliveries that Khalid has bowled. Hit through the line. One bounce into the boundary. 14 runs from this over of Khalid. 8 overs done, 95 on the board for the Reds, and they'll be mighty happy with this effort. With 12 balls to spare, they've lost 3 wickets in the process. Wasim comes into the attack for the penultimate over. 11 runs and a wicket. The left-arm pacer does bowl a decent change of pace. Looking for the second, won't get it. Should have gone for the second, certainly. A poor throw. Really feel that Harsh was striking close to 200. Almost 200. Wants to have a little more opportunity. It's a floating power play. A very, very wide long on. And a deep point. Making room, flicked over mid-wicket. Certainly going to get to the boundary. Very effective batting from Harsh, who's continuing to take the attack onto Sharjah and scoring runs very, very freely, suggesting that that was too full. $100 up for Reds in the process as well. 43 of 21. Harsh Desai is doing a decent job. Very full, and the most important part is that he held on to his shape. Excellent batting from Harsh Desai. Change of field. Deep point. Comes inside the circle. It's going to be long leg and deep mid-wicket. It's going to be short. Right onto the helmet. Doesn't want to take a single. A compulsory concussion check. With the modern day rules coming into the picture. That was some serious pace from Wasim. Looks to be okay. The young lad is a strong lad. Beaten by pace. It was a sharp bouncer. Never a great sight. Short and quick. Was that delivery from Wasim? Ready to go is Harsh Desai. Strong lad. Wants to continue. Why not? He's making that impact for the Reds. He's done the job. But with 9 deliveries to spare, he wants to have the icing on the cake. Because anything below 120 is not going to be good enough. He's also not going to be happy with the kind of run rate that is on offer. 11.76. He would want the run rate to go past 12 and a half. Towards the mid-wicket. And with some great bit of footwork, he's managed to keep it down to just a couple of runs. 7 runs from this over of Wasim with a couple of balls to spare. Certainly Harsh is looking for 2 things. 1 is a couple of boundaries. 2 is to get to his milestone in style. Wide from the arc, but not wide enough to be called as a wide. Rizwan, 102. I still feel that it's not good enough for the Reds.
Well, I think they'll have to come all guns blazing with the ball. They'll have to play out of their skin. They need to get those 2 points. They do have some potential players who can get that for them. Harsh Desai in the meanwhile, trying to go aerial. Khalid Shah backpedaling, couple of runs added to the tally as 9th over comes to an end, 104 for 3. Impressed with the way Harsh Desai has batted tonight. 47 of 25 for him, going at about 11.56 runs an over. And this will be a test for Irfan Yusufzai, who was brilliant with the ball. Just gave away 6 runs and picked up a wicket in the first over. And now up against Atikur Rahman. They'll be happy with the approach, but as you rightly mentioned, they need that extra bit of cushion, the contingency that we call it, for the bowlers of Emirates Reds. Irfan Yusufzai up against Atikur Rahman.
Looking to play a paddle and Atiq not able to get runs. Harsh 47 of 25 is stranded at the non-striker's end. Wonderful strike, inside out, all the way. Probably one of the toughest shots to execute in the game of cricket. And Atiq has done that to perfection. Gets a maximum to his name as well.
Quite delighted with that stroke from Atikur Rahman. Great execution, and with pace on offer, he's carved it to perfection towards the wideish long off region. Gets a maximum. Can they maximize it from here on?
Now, Rizwan, I'm not sure if you remember, but we did mention on air in the previous game that the Reds played that Harsh Desai needs to bat a little higher. He's come, he's been promoted. Once again, trying to repeat that shot and a play and a miss. The problem is that it is keeping Harsh Desai off strike, and that's not going to be in favor of Reds. But promotion for Harsh Desai, I think they should be sending us the bouquet.
No, absolutely, and I think it's a wise move from the skipper of Reds, getting him promoted up the order, and I tell you what, he's delivered it 47 of 25. Swabby Star comes with a slow one. Atikur Rahman trying to go aerial straight into the hands of Ayan Afzal Khan, who's got his pet basket open.
Very mediocre. Very, very mediocre. One, it has kept Harsh Desai off strike. Two, a dot ball. And once again, Harsh Desai is going to be staying at the non-striker's end. Atiq, on the back of that one maximum, gets 11 of 9 deliveries. Something that is not in favor of the Reds at the moment. Irfan, 6 runs and a wicket, and he is. Harsh wants to run, Harsh has to run. If the batter doesn't get out of. Oh, I cannot believe my eyes. This is unbelievable. This is extremely poor from Nabil. He's got Harsh Desai run out. Any batter who's just walked in would have sacrificed this wicket.
I fully echo with you. It's to do with the power striking ability of Nabil Arshad. But I tell you what, you've just arrived at the crease, and Harsh Desai was looking absolutely brilliant. 47 for him, stranded on 47, could not get to his personal milestone. And Nabil Arshad just does not move out of his crease as Reds lose another wicket. Desai departs after scoring 47 of 25, 110 on board.
Very, very selfish from the likes of Nabil. There's ample time. Extremely poor. He's going to be finishing off with a single to his name on the final delivery, but that's never going to be good enough. Nelson for the Reds for the loss of 5 wickets in the allocated 10 overs. I feel they're probably 10 runs short from where they would have at least 10 runs short from where they would have wanted to be.
Oh, absolutely. Another 10 or 15 runs would have been a tough fight. Like total down, and it's all about the batters who've been in sublime form. Getting the highlights package for you straight away. Into the action was the batter Aditya Singh Chauhan. As easy as you like, taking Wasim Akram, an incredible bowler, on, and couple of wickets. Hard Ali Rifai departing early. Punya Bhatia walked in at number 3. Aditya Singh Chauhan was looking absolutely magnificent. Every single delivery that he's faced, he was muscular, he was timing the ball really well, punished the bad ones in that mix-up, getting them the wicket. In the partnership between Aditya Singh Chauhan and Harsh Desai managed to score to all corners of the park. Long hops on offer, easy pickings for batters of Aditya and Harsh Desai's caliber. They ensured they kept the scoreboard ticking. They've done well from the previous games. Keshav Sharma was taken to the cleaners. Couple of maximums, then those boundaries, and that catch taken from Khalid Shah. Khalid Shah was expensive, gave away 14 runs. He was bought with some intent, and unfortunately didn't pay off. That flick of the wrist from the stylish batter Harsh Desai getting those runs. Atiq Rahman picking up a maximum of Irfan Yusufzai, then getting caught by Ayan Afzal Khan in the deep. Delivery, that run out between Nabil Arshad and Harsh Desai, there was no communication whatsoever, and Harsh Desai had to depart. Well, that's the equation. 112 required for Sharjah. When they come out to bat, we'll dive into a short break, and we'll have the run chase for you after the break.
Good evening and welcome back to Would you want to say why?
Why, Pranav? Why? Please tell us why. It's a special day because our fellow co-commentator, he turned 41. A very happy birthday to Rizwanur Rahman. May the Almighty grant him success, happiness, and health.
Now 40 is the new 20. What about 41? Feels ever so young. Fazan, with the kind of energy that he brings in the box. Rizwan, I beg your pardon, I'm so sorry. I was so carried away getting the right words that I missed out on that. But Rizwan, the very first time I met him 15 days ago in one of the tournaments that happened in Oman, and with the kind of energy, with the kind of adaptability that he brought to the table, oh, he's a person to watch out for, making a career, making a name for himself. And that is where, wishing him a very, very happy birthday, Emirates D10. And what a day to have.
That is why we have got special Hyderabadi biryani in the box. And we were very late to react because so much action and drama happening here in Sharjah Cricket Stadium. We completely forgot to wish our fellow co-commentator. But definitely he's doing a wonderful job. He started his career in the box just few seasons back. But quickly he adapted to this new role. And we wish him all the very best. And all the very best for these two sides. Runs in the fast bowler. Khalid Shah, what a strike. Using the feet, goes straight down the track, 4 runs.
You just don't have to wait in this format for the action on the very first delivery. Khalid dancing down the track, looking to destruct the bowler. What an incredible strike. The most important part is that he looked to keep his shape and hit it through the line. For a moment, the umpire was in danger as well. Very aggressive, very effective. Mudiba, just one question before Rizwan leaves us for a fantastic evening down in the ground. Where is the party going to be tonight?
He's a very smart character. Keeping in mind, we'll be asking him for a late night party. That is why he brought a couple of chicken biryani boxes in the box. A smart Hyderabadi. But all eyes on this game. Still searching for their first victory, Emirates Reds. They posted a competitive total on board. Now it's up to the bowlers. Can they defend this target against the likes of Khalid Shah and Ataur Rahman Mangal? Pulled. What a strike. Mangal has been promoted up the order and straight away off the mark in style with a maximum.
Playing his first delivery. What a strike, right from the meat of the bat. That sound that came from the bat of Mangal. It travelled a decent distance as well. Straight into the stands. What a way to get off the mark. Very different kind of approaches from Khalid and Mangal. Shot wide enough to be called as a wide. Very different kind of starts for Khalid and Mangal. One was looking to dance down the track and take the attack on the bowler. The other was willing to wait and talk it across the line. A lot of people having their eyes in the most important thing, the social media.
Capturing the shots played by Khalid and Mangal are the players of Abu Dhabi. Here they are very close unit, though they play for different teams, but they have that bonding. Luqman Faisal, Khalid Shah, Ataur Rahman Mangal, Siam. At one stage, they played for the same side in the D series. Off to a good start, 13 on board.
Wasiuddin Zafar, left arm pacer, immediately in pressure because of the kind of attack that has been provided by Mangal and Khalid. With the ball to spare, still 14 runs on the board. Sharjah are off to a flyer. Not very quick is Wasiuddin. That's where he needs to generate a little bit of a movement. Swinging into the arc of the right-hander and a single to long on. 15 runs of the first over without losing a wicket, Sharjah. Spin to win. Final over of the power play. Inside out, over covers. Mangal is in some mood. Moves on to 12 of just 4 deliveries. Faisal starts off with a boundary. Very full. And incredible striking. Short and pulled. Fielder in the deep. Only a spectator. This time gets a maximum. 18 of 5 deliveries is a serious mood. Mangalata probably a little shorter than what he would have wanted. Little bit of flight and played on the leg side towards deep mid wicket for a single. This is much better because with that change of pace, a little slower through the air, there is a little bit of turn, which makes it a little interesting. This will be much better for Faisal. You would love to be bowling to the left-hander. Has to be slower through the air against Khalid. Just like that. Big shot. It's got a lot of height, not a lot of distance. Can anybody get underneath it? No is the answer. A lot of vacant real estate at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium, something that you wouldn't have heard of very often. The land rates in the United Arab Emirates, they just keep rising. And despite that, sufficient vacant real estate at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. No man's land, and still 13 runs of this over. Once again, slow through the air. Lot of turn for Faisal. He's got the trick. Can he execute it to perfection? Has to go with the cross bat Khalid. Fired in and arm ball. Foxed by the pace of Faisal. Khalid was in no position whatsoever to play a shot. It rushed on and put Khalid in a very, very awkward situation. And as a result, the timber has been disturbed. Faisal picks up a big wicket. Khalid is going to be walking back to the dugout. 8 of 5 deliveries for Khalid. First wicket falls for Sharjah. "14 runs of the over, but that wicket, big wicket, should slow the proceedings down. The run rate in excess of 15. Ritya Arvind comes into the middle. Starts off watchfully. Dot ball to start proceedings for Ritya Arvind. 2 overs done, 29 for the loss of 1 Sharjah. Harsh was incredible with the ball and with the bat in hand, is now has the responsibility with the ball in hand. Harsh Desai, he's coming in from the far end. Fires it in. Protection in the deep means just a single. Needs to bowl slower through the air. There's ample amount of turn in this wicket. We've already seen that. In this format, if you can pick up wickets, that can put a lot of pressure on the opponent. With the likes of Ritya Arvind, Mangal, you can't manage to keep them quiet for too long, and that's where you want to fox them. You want to send them back to the dugout. Can the youngster Harsh Desai understand that? Looks to be cheeky. Ritya Arvind not working for him at the moment. Mudipa, young talent, but a talent to watch out for. Harsh Desai.
ambidextrous. He can bowl with left arm as well as with right hand. A promising talent. Got runs now. Team desperately looking for those wickets. Delicately played, using that width offered by Harsh Desai. Chased by the fielder. Excellent footwork shown by Aditya Singh Chauhan. Running hard. 3 runs for Vritya and 3 more runs for Sharjah.
No two thoughts about the quality of Harsh. Don't want to be seeing a youngster do that. Yes, he stopped a run or two, but way too dangerous. Rather want to see a youngster putting in a slide, putting in a dive. Just 4 runs from this over so far. And that's where it's going to be staying at the moment. Very good cricket from Harsh Desai at the moment. Runs with the bat and now quality with the ball. Certainly a talent to watch out for.
3-4 years back, he made his debut in D series playing for Sharjah, now playing against them. Harsh Desai. Look at that. Sharp, clever is Harsh Desai, not giving an inch to Mangal to go big. Just 5 runs from that first over of Desai, putting the brakes on the scoring rate. 3 overs gone, 34 for the loss of 1.
Pressure certainly on Sharjah because just 5 runs from the previous over. Over prior to that, Faisal managed to pick up a wicket. Now Faisal coming back into the attack. This is going to be an interesting phase in the game. If Faisal can keep this to a 7-8 run over, and if he can manage to get 1 wicket, either of them, whether it is Mangal, whether it is Ritya, it's going to be for the prize of gold.
He gone for runs, but in the process he got that big wicket of Khalid Shah, and rightly said. And this is the over, because in the previous over they were not able to find a boundary, and a very good opportunity for someone like Faisal Patel if he can entice these 2 batters to try and go after him and create an opportunity. Vritya on strike, Faisal Patel with the ball. Look at that. Tossed up, poor effort from the fielder. Should have been just a single. That fumble resulted in an extra run. Very impressive so far, Faisal Patel.
From the lands of Canada, feel the Gujaratis have taken over the UAE. There's Shah bowling from one side, Patel bowling from the other side. What is happening here, Mudipa?
Not only on the field, but also in the commentary box. I have got a Gujarati boy, Pranav, who hails from Gujarat, now settled in Oman. And in Oman, it's all about Gujaratis.
The world is all about Gujaratis. Bowling a brilliant line and fielding has been mediocre. Not very impressed is the captain of Reds at the moment because they're allowing Sharjah to accumulate runs based on missed fields.
So far, a boundaryless over. Will Vritra try to go big? Oh, smart, sharp mind, Faisal Patel. It's a rare sight. Vritya not able to connect.
Make it 7 runs off this over with the ball to spare. करना क्या चाह रहे हो?
Couple of wides, couple of doubles, 1 single. Played very late. Clever piece of batting. Look at that slide. And this looked much better compared to what Aditya Singh Chauhan did in the previous over. 4 overs gone. A good spell from Faisal Patel comes to an end. Score moves to 43 for the loss of 1.
These 4 overs, 2 of Harsh and 2 of Patel, has certainly turned the tide in favour of the Reds. And this is going to be a very, very crucial over, especially for the Reds, because if they can hold the flow of runs for Sharjah, Sharjah will be in serious trouble.
Run a ball, 9 for Pritya. Wanted to play towards leg side, but smart is Harsh Desai. Playing too many dot deliveries in this innings, Pritya not able to find the timing. Last couple of overs clearly belongs to the bowling side. A full toss using those wrist goes past the diving fielder. No chance for deep extra cover. A much needed boundary. A big relief for Pritya.
Pressure was certainly piling on, and that is where this was a much needed boundary. The only thing that the Reds need to work on is the fielding area. Few weak links there, and that's where they haven't been. Oh, what a shot! Rithi Arvind, he was looking mediocre, and that's when he's played 2 exquisite shots.
This is a sign of an extraordinary batter. Was struggling to meet the ball, but all of a sudden back-to-back boundaries, showing his class. That stride on the front foot, weighted and cuts really hard. As a bowler, if you want to bowl onto that 4th and 5th stump, get the deep squaring inside the circle, and why can't you push one towards that offside on the boundary line? Still no change in the field, plenty of runs, a good over in progress for Sharjah.
Really want to see a little bit of an aggressive approach from the Reds. Probably Harsh can bowl a little slower through the air as well. That's where he was creating that doubt in the mind of Sharjah batters. 50 is up for Sharjah, but they still have a mountain to climb. And to do that, they have the quality of Rithi Arvind and Mangal. 11 runs from that over of Harsh. 5 overs done, 54 for the loss of 1, Sharjah. Aditya Singh comes into the attack. Young lad, batted brilliantly. Not known for his fielding efforts, is what I feel, but If he can do decently with the ball in hand, it's all okay. .57 or 4.5, that's something that is not going to be worrying Sharjah. Played on the offside once again, goes through the fielder. And that is where the Reds are not going to be very happy with the fielding efforts. Slightly short and pretty well pulled between those two fielders towards the cow corner. Ritya Arvind is a very, very special player. He's just timing his innings to perfection. Marginally short and pounces on to it like a tiger. A hungry tiger. It's just out of my understanding how this lad is not travelling to India. Cut well. Brilliant player of spin, Ritya Arvind. Zero risk whatsoever and still manufactures runs. Another over that has produced 11 runs with a couple of balls to spare. It was the arm ball. And with that much of protection on the offside, Ritya Arvind still able to manufacture a boundary. Once again, an arm ball. Misses the outside edge. Looking to reinforce the offside a little more. 4 fielders to stop that cut shot of Ritya Arvind. Finishes off with the dot ball. Just 11 runs from that over of Aditya Singh. 6 overs done, 65 for the loss of 1, Sharjah. Sudais comes into the attack. 6 overs, 65 runs, 1 wicket down, Sharjah. Really want to feel that they're almost in control of the game. Oh, what has happened there? Probably lost a footing, Sudais. Mudiba, 4 overs, 47 required. Maybe the spikes got stuck. And that's where he would have lost his balance. 46 in 4 overs. With these two batters very well set in the middle, I think the game is well in control of Sharjah.
Is there a chance? Backpedaling. Just a single. That's experience versus the youngsters. Ritya and Ataur Rahman Mangal, they were in kind of this situation for n number of times, and they know how to bail out their side from such situations. But for Emirates Reds, they need to have that belief to believe in themselves. All they need to do is bowl at the right channel, not try to do something out of the box. Keep it simple. Change of pace. Straight towards Faisal Patel, going for the direct hit. A good start to the over, apart from that wide.
Great days for UAE. See some clear quality. And Aditya saying, Harsh Desai, Vritti Arvind, they're only going to get better with each passing day. The only concern that I have, just past the outside edge, has the ball carried to the wicketkeeper. The umpire wants to check. That means there is a certain outside edge. Watch out, Mudiba, watch out.
Did it bounced? Not sure, says the wicketkeeper. Is he convinced? Waiting for the decision. Nabil Arshad, he is requesting the umpire. All eyes will be on Kamran. He's taking his mark. And from here we can see he says not out.
There is always action on offer when a wicketkeeper is involved. The kind of dramatics that a wicketkeeper provides, and I say that as a wicketkeeper. Never is a wicketkeeper who doesn't know what has happened in the middle.
Straight away he said that I'm not sure, and good to see that from Atikur Rahman. Excellent piece of bowling. And now it's becoming tough and tougher for these two players. The required run rate creeping up. 12 point from 5.7 it jumped to 12.90 Pranav, though Vritti is still out there in the middle. But the problem has been playing too many dot deliveries, not able to find the boundaries.
4 runs of this over. They need a boundary. They need a boundary as of yesterday. And some decent fielding by Faisal Patel. Keeps it down to just a single. Won't be happy, Vritti Arvind, because he certainly found a gap.
Sensing an opportunity there to win this game, and you can see that energy level going up in the field, putting that extra effort, stretching his hand, certainly saving runs for his side, Faisal Patel. Yet to win a game in this tournament, Emirates Reds putting up a great fight, great show against informed Sharjah. So there's bowling his first over. What a shot. Back of length. And there you go, 1 bounce, 4 runs, a much needed boundary, but still a good over from Sudesh. 7 gone, 74 for the loss of 1.
They needed a moment of magic, and that's where they've opted for the floating power play. .38 required of the final 3. This has to be a big over. Something in excess of 15 runs at the minimum. And the bowling responsibility is going to be with Aditya. Really want to say that it's not a great option to be bowling an off spinner to 2 right-handers. But starts off with the dot ball. Aditya is going to be angling away from the right-hander. Dot ball is for the prize of gold. Slog sweep. In the gap, boundary from Vritti Arvind, a much needed boundary. Won't be happy, Aditya Singh, but not much that he can do about it because just two fielders in the outfield.
A big heave by Vritya Arvind. And surprisingly, in the floating power play, they have opted to go with Aditya. Deep mid wicket and long on. Goes inside out and goes between two fielders. Back to back boundaries for Vritya Arvind.
This is exactly why I was a little surprised seeing Aditya Singh bowling this over. This can very well be a double-edged sword because all that hard work can go down the drain if Aditya Singh continues to leak runs the way he is leaking. Once again, thrashed on the offside, won't get runs on this occasion, but still 8 runs of the first 4 deliveries. Need a couple of more boundaries.
At least going into the last 2 overs, I think they'll be looking to get another 20, 24 would be easy for them. Using the feet, played very late, using those wrists, created that gap, that angle towards that offside. Coming hard. In trouble is Aditya.
He's already conceded 12 runs of this over. If he can still bowl a dot ball and finish the over at 12, I think he's done a decent work. Dancing down the track, inside out. It's going to be a maximum. It's going to be a very, very expensive over from Aditya Singh. He's not going to be impressed, but that was always on the cards. 8 overs done, 92 for the loss of 1 Sharjah. 20 required of the final 2. Bottom edge straight to the wicket keeper. Really want to say the game is in balance. It's not really.
Previous over, 18 runs, leagued by Aditya Singh Chauhan, and that is why I was surprised. Giving that all-important over to a youngster, and Vritya Arvind bounced onto that opportunity. Just a single. The good news for Sharjah that Vritya Arvind at the right time yet again finding those boundaries, inching closer to his milestone 49 for Vritya.
They need some magic in this penultimate over from Wasiuddin Zafar. 5 to 6 runs is what Wasiuddin can afford to spend. Dot ball, a couple of them in the first 3 deliveries. I think Wasiuddin has done well so far. Can he continue and finish it off in this fashion?
Denied that single, Vritya. But still 3 deliveries, and we all know Vritya is a kind of a batter who can find a way to get those boundaries on 49 Vritya.
Brings out the legendary Mahendra Singh Dhoni's shot. And what a way to get to his 50. Vritya Arvind take a bow. He's been incredible under pressure. He's not going to be celebrating because the job is still not done. He's a big player to watch out for. He's just making marks at the international circuit in this early days of his. And I assure you that with time to come, he's going to be probably one of the biggest players that UAE has ever produced.
Lucky runs. Ritya Arvind taking Sharjah closer to the target of 112. Unlucky is Zafar. 99 for Sharjah.
Luck favors the brave. Ritya Arvind is making Sharjah his own Sharjah in Sharjah at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. It's all Sharjah at the moment. 99 for the loss of 1. 13 required of the final 7 deliveries. It's going to be a cakewalk if Ritya Arvind and Atta are still in the middle. Matter of time, needs a boundary on this delivery. Cuts well, finds a gap. Ritya Arvind, you beauty. What an incredible shot to play under pressure. No risk whatsoever. And all reward. 11 runs from that over of Wasiuddin Zafar. It started off brilliantly. It's going to be finishing very expensive. 9 runs required of the final over. 103 for the loss of 1, Sharjah. So there's 9 runs of his first over. And that's exactly what is required for Sharjah to go home. Slower shot delivery. Pulled straight to deep mid-wicket. Poor fielding by the Reds, and that is allowing Sharjah to get home. Continuing to be very ordinary in the field. Should have just been a single, but a very mediocre effort. Catton will really be disappointed with that effort in the deep. Still 5 runs required. They have 5 deliveries to get there. Need a wicket. So this needs a wicket. Big shot. This has gone high up in the air. Can a fielder get underneath it? Fielder can get underneath it, but he cannot hold on. The fielding of the Reds has been very, very disappointing. I think it was Nabil who got underneath it. Oh boy. That would have not only been a wicket but also a prize dot ball. Very, very disappointing. Big shot on the offside. Nobody in the deep. This is going to be curtains for the Reds. They've been very, very mediocre in the field, and that is where, with 3 deliveries to spare, Sharjah is going to be getting across the line. Excellent batting from Ritya Arvind and Atta to make sure that without any panic, they get home with 3 deliveries to spare and 9 wickets in hand. Excellent batting by the Sharjah boys, especially Ritya Arvind, who's as calm as one can get in a tense situation. Although the Reds have a little bit of work to do, they're a young side. The likes of Aditya Singh, the young Desai, Faisal Patel, they all need to grind, work hard and get fielding as their best friend. Early days for a lot of young cricketers. in the game. And this is how it all panned out. Lot of intent from Mangal right at the top. And that is where runs were continuing to flow. Vrithi Arvind joined him at the fall of the first wicket. Did take a little bit of time to settle in, but once he was ready to go, he was breathing fire all around the ground. Not much that Mangal had to do after the kind of start that he had obtained initially, and that's where they were cruising. He's a 360 player. Vrithi Arvind loves the offside, and that's where he can play all around the ground. A little bit of luck to support him towards the end as well. Mangal was pretty much spot on as well, and he finishes off proceedings with a maximum towards the point. Excellent game of cricket. Finishes in favour of Sharjah. Watch out for the next game, Fujairah versus Abu Dhabi. But this is the final confirmation of this game. Emirates Red batting first, 111 for the loss of 5. Harsh was pretty much spot on, 47 of 25 deliveries. Aditya was good too, 43 of 19. 2 wickets for Irfan. But then when coming into the chase, Sharjah put in a special effort on the back of Vrithi and Mangal, 59 not out and 43 respectively. 1 wicket for Faisal, but that was never going to be good enough. Sharjah has won this game by 9 wickets and 3 balls to spare. We'll take a short break. Here in the comm box on the other side, it's going to be the post-match presentation with Mudassir Ali Qureshi.
Reds put up a good fighting total, but Sharjah stayed calm under pressure. A clinical chase built on the partnership between Ata Mangal and Vrithi Arvind saw Sharjah get another couple of points in their kitty, and for Reds, the search continues for their first win in this ongoing tournament. Just the right time to welcome our match referee, who will be giving away the Player of the Match award. Welcome Mr. Iftikhar Ali in the presentation party, and the Player of the Match goes to one man who is having a terrific run with the bat in this tournament. Leading from the front for Sharjah, Vrithi Arvind is our Player of the Match. A well-deserved award for Vrithi. Pritya, first of all, congratulations. Talk us through the partnership between you and Atha. How important was that partnership, keeping in mind you are chasing a good total?
We had a good start from Khalid and Atta, of course, and we wanted to try out Atta as well because he didn't have many balls to play. So today was a perfect opportunity. I think he utilized it, playing the full 10 overs. We stayed calm because we knew if we have wickets in hand, we'll chase. We didn't have Sanjay or Kuzi today, so we didn't have many finishers, so we took it on us to finish the game.
Rightly said. And tell us about your batting. You are having a terrific run in this tournament. What has been the key for your consistency in this tournament?
I'm just trying to keep it simple, I just try to play according to the situation. I don't really look at my technique or anything. In this format, it's really hard. So I play some weird shots sometimes, but I just look at the situation and try to win games for my team. That's my main goal now.
Now tell us, this is the second player of the match award you have got in this tournament. To whom you want to dedicate this?
I would like to dedicate this to all the UAE staff. I think a lot of talks goes on the players, but I think a lot of hard work and a lot of honesty goes in with the staff. I think they've done a terrific job before the World Cup. So I would like to dedicate this to them, and hopefully they win the World Cup. They have a good tournament. I wish them all the luck.
Well done and all the best for the upcoming games.
Thank you so much.
So that was Vritya Arvind, the player of the match from this game. That's all we do have from the post-match presentation, but do join us for the next game.
Good evening and welcome once again to the home of cricket in the UAE. It is the Emirates D10 and it's time for the final game of the day. It's day 6 and Abu Dhabi is looking to take on Fujairah. It's going to be a nail-biting thriller because Fujairah has not been in the right kind of form and Abu Dhabi would want to dominate the proceedings. Without any further ado, let's head to the sidelines when Mudassir Ali Qureshi is with the two captains for the all-important toss.
It's toss time for match number 24. We have got two captains. Fujairah, led by Madhav Manoj, Luqman Faisal, leading Abu Dhabi. And in attendance is our match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. Madhav will flip the coin and Faisal will call. Tail is the call and tail it is. Luqman, toss जीता. क्या सोचा यहाँ पे बल्लेबाजी करेंगे या गेंदबाजी?
जी हमने टॉस जीता है तो हम बैटिंग करेंगे पहले।
कोई खास वजह?
नहीं कोई ख़ास वजह तो नहीं है लेकिन आज माशाल्लाह हमारी टीम पूरी है तो इसलिए वो बैटिंग करना चाहते हैं लड़के सारे।
दिन का पहला गेम आपकी तरफ नहीं गया, बॉलर्स काफ़ी रन दिए, तो क्या हम उम्मीद कर सकते हैं खास तौर से ड्यू फैक्टर को मद्देनज़र रखते हुए?
जी बिल्कुल, रन्स तो फिर विकेट के हिसाब से इतने नहीं थे लेकिन बैट्समैन रन्स नहीं किए तो इसलिए हम हार गए। तो इंशाल्लाह इस मैच में इंशाल्लाह दिखाएंगे बैट्समैन।
उम्मीद करेंगे लुकमान फैसल ढेर सारे रन करें। ऑल द बेस्ट
इंशाल्लाह। थैंक यू सर।
Madhav, your thoughts on bowling first?
I'm happy to. I wanted to bowl first because, as you said, the due factor is coming in, so obviously it's more difficult to bowl in the second innings. If we're looking to restrict Abu Dhabi to around 100, 110, and I think that's something that we can chase.
Things not going in your favor. What are the areas you want to improve coming into this game?
Just trying to keep it simple. Batting is something that I think we're lacking. We're losing a couple of wickets early, and we're not getting that start that we normally look for. But yeah, just keeping our hopes up, and today we'll look to win the game.
And can we expect Madhav Manoj to open the innings for Fujairah?
You should ask Naveed sir about it. But yeah, I mean, I don't mind opening. It's something that I do at academy level. So yeah, I mean, if sir says it, yeah, I'm ready to open. No worries.
Best of luck, Madhav, and give us a good game. So the news is that Luqman Faisal, he has won the toss, and Abu Dhabi, they have decided to bat first.
Abu Dhabi have won the toss and they have opted to bat first, put runs on board. It's a good wicket to bat on and that's where they would want to dominate against a side that hasn't looked really great. Abu Dhabi consists of Luqman Faisal, Junaid Khan Afridi, Kamran Atta, Ali Abid, Mohammad Nadeem, Shahan Viraratne, Nasir Faraz, Ibrar Ahmed, Raja Akifullah Khan, Saeed Nazir, Siam Khan. It's an action-packed side. It's too good a side with the kind of results that they have had, struggling on the points table. On the contrary, it is the Fujairah side, which is a very young side. Naseem Khan, Faisal Rahman, Nurullah Ayubi, Madhav Manoj would want to bat a little higher up the order. Anas Malik, Ahmed Khuda Dada, Zahid Ali, Mohammad gather a lot of experience and they would want to do that very quickly. They haven't had the kind of results that they would have wanted. On the contrary, Abu Dhabi would want to create a dominating situation against the likes of Fujairah. Manoj is that only player who's looked exceptional, although he's not batting right at the top, and that's where the pressure mounts on by the time he gets into the act. Two senior umpires taking control of the game. Final game of day 6. Emirates D10 2026 has been a tournament to watch out for. A lot of action-packed drama from the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. It all started here, probably 25, 30 years or maybe even longer ago, but it certainly made its name somewhere around the 25-year mark towards the end of 1990s. And that's where Sachin Tendulkar, you already see his stand here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. The way he batted here at Sharjah, oh, that was a love affair that could just not be ignored. Believe it's going to be Naseem who's going to be opening the attack for Fujairah. A very young side, Mudipa, when you're talking about the likes of Fujairah in its early days, but you want to see some kind of impact being made by Fujairah.
A majority of the players comes from the rank of under 19. The likes of Naseem, Madhav, Manoj, they all played together, Nurul Ayubi. And runs in Naseem for the first time in this game against Kamran Atta. Using those wrist, fielder station Nabil Aziz. So two sides, especially when we look at Fujairah and Emirates Red, quite a few youngsters and plenty of opportunity given by the management. And when we talk about Fujairah, they do have the services of Mr. Naveed, who is the head coach of under 19 side, and also the bowling head coach is Zahur Khan, the legendary fast bowler of UAE. Pulled nicely, chance and drop.